This is the post-event press conference for EFC 128 from the world's sports betting arena, Johannesburg, South Africa.
Well, that concludes EFC 128. What an insane night. A lot of crazy decisions. I think it really kicked off at the weigh-ins for us with not making weight, and then it just pursued into quite a manic card. An incredible fight night overall. Amazing fights. I'm looking at the fight card here, and just there's so many opportunities for us to give bonuses out. But I want to get stuck into the most important one first, which is Fight of the Night bonus has got to go to JT Botha and Sia Nomvemve, who put on an epic display, back and forth. Incredible. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Bonuses. Zeka Martino. For a debut, he managed to beat his opponent, and he was definitely an underdog in that fight, so he gets a bonus. Electra Gumbe gets a bonus, suffered through many shots and made that fight happen. Skukune gets a performance bonus. And the bigger ones, Adams, insane fight. Lakana, great finish. Brandon Santos, incredible fight, great finish. Let's kick it off to the media.
Graham, first question is actually for you. So I just wanted to get your immediate thoughts on that main event and the stoppage that we have seen there.
Yeah, so stoppage. That first shot to the back of the head was clearly a back of the head shot, in my opinion. Point deduction, deserved. It's so difficult because I've just debated it with 10 different people. And my honest opinion is the back of the head shots are so dangerous in our sport, right? People die getting hit in the back of the head, right? It's not a ball shot and you sit up for 5 minutes and you can recuperate. It is serious. That being said, I do believe there should have been another point deduction, and maybe they should have brought in the doctor to see whether the Billy could have continued. But it goes that way. I think Ken didn't learn his lesson after the first shot. He was kind of belligerent back to the ref. He didn't listen to the ref. He didn't want to hear what the ref had to say in terms of it being a back of the head shot. So maybe that set in play the way the fight ended. And I'm just analyzing it from that perspective. Whether it was fair or not, I don't know. I mean, it sucks. You fight for a title, you go out like that. Billy didn't win a title like that. So overall, I just felt if we could have deducted a point and it was all safe, we should have continued.
Okay, awesome. Question for you. So obviously, I didn't get to speak to you at the pre-event press conference, but I did have the question regarding your last fight where you obviously faced Luke Michael, right? How do you feel that prepared you for this battle that you had against JT Botha tonight?
Thank you, Mom. My previous fight with Luke Michael, it was a short notice, to be honest. I wasn't prepared to go much distance with him, but it shows a lot of game plan that I need to work on my skills and to improve. So coming in with this fight with JT, right? Sorry, man. It was a good one. I had a good camp. Yeah, I was hyped, I was very hyped to be in the hex with him. So in the coming future, you're gonna see more of me. Wrestling-wise, it's game time.
JT, a question for you. I like what Sia Godumisa said, that before the fight, you guys had a chat and said you're going to put on a really good fight. And that's exactly what you did. And he couldn't finish you either. How happy are you with your performance, and what did you learn from tonight?
For me, look, I'm going to give the guy a lot of credit. There's a few things that I think he did that exposed a few things that I need to work on. What I'm happy about was able to prove to a lot of naysayers that I do have a gas tank. And like I say, I work in the dark. If you don't see me, it doesn't mean I'm not working. So I wanted to come out and prove that. I knew when him and I had a discussion just before the fight, on the day of the weigh-ins, and we said we're going to bring a fight. And I kind of in my heart knew that is exactly what's going to be the case. And I wanted to check if this body is able to go 3 rounds. I'm very happy it did. I'm not happy with the result, but he's a warrior, I'm a warrior, and I think we wear down on our shields.
JT, staying with you actually, I know that you did have quite a long layoff, right? But considering how you came back and you put on a fight of the night performance, right? How soon are you trying to come back?
Like I said, I realize there's a few things that I need to work on. There's definitely a few things that Sia exposed tonight that I need to fix before I carry on. But as always, I will work on making the blade sharp, making sure that when I come back, it's just as better, if not even better. I don't like the delays, but I think from my side, if I can stay active like I am, then I can carry on with the momentum of pushing forwards, giving guys good performance, giving the crowd a good performance, and then at the end of the day, building up to reach that dream of becoming a champ.
Most definitely. And Ayanda Zwane, question for you. Now, champ, I know it's been a long time coming, but you finally got back in that winning column. How good does it feel to be able to walk away with that W today?
It feels good. It feels good to walk away with a W, but there's still a lot to work on. I still have a lot to improve on. But my team and I will take this fight, take this victory, celebrate tonight, and then back to the drawing board, back to working again. It's only the beginning, you know. Like I said, I had to come here and just remind the people of what I can do, you know, just a bit. But it's only the start. I still have a lot of work to do, 100%. As a fighter, you grow after every fight. But yeah, man, I'm excited about this win. It's only the beginning, and let's get it.
I'm a big William Nakana fan. I have been for quite some time. I'm a big fan, William. Talk us through the fight from your perspective, because I didn't get a chance to ask you the question. Talk us through the fight. How happy are you with your performance?
Just me, well, I wouldn't say I'm happy that much because it's a fight and just had to do what I had to do. Yeah, just another fight, but it's good that I won. It's good that I've been here and I did what I do best. So yeah, just can't wait to be back again and do more.
William, after your victory, you were so excited that you leapt out of the hex, right? Tell us about how that moment felt for you, and do you think that you're the next big thing in the bantamweight division?
Well, I jumped off the cage. I guess it was the adrenaline, and it was just running all over me. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, in the bantam, yeah, there are good guys there, so I can challenge, but can't choose who to fight. That's not to me, but I can take on anyone. So anyone who's out there, I'm ready to pen. Thank you.
Brandon Santos, you continue to surprise everybody, and I don't know why. I mean, surely a main card and a possible title fight in your near future, because you're a massive talent. Where'd you go from here?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to say thanks to my coach and teammate and everybody that were here to support me. You know, they put a lot of effort in this fight camp, and it's been a blessing to be here and to show my skill and all my tools that I have been hidden away from people. And I'm so grateful to be able to showcase my skill for today. And I don't know, I feel like I'm just that guy, you know. I have a lot to prove and I have a lot to learn, and every fight in this octagon is an opportunity to show my skill and to show people how best I can get, you know, as the day goes by.
Ken, I've got to come straight to you. You know the question. Were those shots illegal from your point of view?
I think the shots were not from the back of the head. only maybe one shot, but the rest were hit. Also, he wasn't responding. Man, I don't know what to say. The ref he wasn't responding. I hit him with so many shots. It was just like this. At the end, I threw one shot, the one they're showing on the camera. Yeah, that one was the back of the head, but his hands were here as well. I hit on top of his hand. Yeah, I have nothing much to say, but I know that was a domination. I dominated all 3 rounds. The guy was out. His spirit was gone. In the 3rd round there, by the end there, when he was down there, I was telling the ref, this guy is out, he's not responding. Just moving like this. His nose was gone. Yeah, but I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I don't feel bad. I know what I did. I dominated the fight. And like I said before, I'm just starting. I'll learn from this. I'll come back even better and stronger. You keep on seeing me. Let's go.
Graham, I'm going to put you on the spot with that. We've asked your opinion about that fight, but where does this put... We obviously know Billy is going to defend that title. I asked him about a possible rematch. Where does the result tonight, as bizarre as it is, where does that put Kansai Keletu now?
No, I mean, it was pretty clear. In the hexagon, I stood and spoke to Mornay and both Fadi, the coaches, respectively, of the athletes. And the first thing I said to them was, let's run it back. Let's do a rematch. It's inconclusive. This is not how anybody wants to end a night. You know, I mean, the build-up was exceptional. The potential of this fight being one of the fights of the year is exceptional. And I just hope that both of the guys come back professional, wanting to engage, wanting to be there, and with the same sort of fire that they had in the build-up to this fight. But ultimately, I'd offer it out tomorrow and say, hey, Mornay, let's get him back in there. And Fadi, are you ready for Billy to defend against Ken? And let's make it happen. Because ultimately, they are the 2 top guys in the division, and that was not a conclusive fight.
Ayanda, question for you actually, because I know that you're also in the featherweight division, right? So with everything that's happening right now, what are your thoughts with that main event, and where do you think you fit in at this point?
I think everything just went down on yesterday, with the whole weight cuts, everything, you know, everything just went down in the featherweight. But look, I'm one of the great ones in the featherweight. I want to be in there. Like you said, if there's a rematch between Ken and Billy, let the rematch happen. If there's nothing happening, throw me in there. Vince is fighting Boyd next month. Throw me in there. Put me to work, you know? Like I said, there's a lot of work that I need to do, but I'm up for the game. If it's Billy and I, round 2, that'll be a great fight as well. 5th round now for that strap. Let's go for it. I'm all game. I don't care what's going on. Put me there. Let me fight. Give me one of these guys. I hope it's Billy. I want to run it back with Billy. That'll be a good fight again.
Graham, another fun question for you. You got 2 fighters from Dominator's Den training under Cedric Doyle on the stage right now. Can Vince Bembe cause a major upset next month?
Yeah, that is so interesting. Yeah, you put me on the spot there. Absolutely. Absolutely. The beauty about this sport, and it's very much, we were sitting there, Kara and I, watching the beginning of Ken and Billy. It can go either way. That's why we love this sport. You don't know who's going to be at the top of it. And there are so many potential athletes that could be in the mix. They just need to prove that they belong there.
Whilst you hate me, and we're talking about Ken, what's the plans for Humphrey Malenga in the EFC at the moment?
Humphrey is a very, very hard guy to match because he's the contender, right? He should be fighting for the title, but Martin's the current champion, and they can't fight each other. They're from the same place, from the same camp. So we are going to match Humphrey. He's got a matchup lined up, and we'll see how it goes with Martin and Sanchez. That's still a fight that needs to take place in December, and we can really throw our attention on it after that fight. But for me, he's right up there, man. I've always loved that kid. I've always loved watching him fight. He's enigmatic, he's strong, he's physical. He brings a fight every single time. All right, that concludes the post-event press conference for EFC 128. Join us for 129. Veli van Rooyen versus Tumelo Manyamala for the flyweight title. I cannot wait. What a year we have ahead for us, of us still. Join us in a month.
At EFC 129, the myth, Boyd Allen. returns to face a marauding warrior. Vince Bembe, eager to stamp his own passport to featherweight glory. In the main event, the Lion of Africa hunts once more. This time with a returning hero in his sights. Tumelo Manyamala, fresh from fighting across the globe, is back to face the flyweight king, who has his own eyes on distant shores. EFC 129, Willie van Rooyen versus Tumelo Manyamala for the EFC flyweight title. And Boyd Allen returns to face Vince Bembe for the #1 featherweight contender spot.